It was my last game in middle school, and I think we were losing by 1 or we were tied. I don't remember the exact situation, but we needed a goal. And I remember Carrie looking at me and she was like, "Mooney, you gotta do it. Like, you just gotta do it." And that really sticks in my head because her saying that was just how she dealt with everything in life. Like, you don't have a choice, you just gotta do what you need to do.
On April 17th, 1982, a beautiful baby girl was born named Carrie Ness. She was a very outgoing girl as she was growing up, always telling stories and had so much energy. When she reached her high school years, she was one of Haddam Killingworth's strongest athletes. Her shining moments were in the year 2000 when she sprinted down the field, bringing her team to victory in Shorelines. Carrie Ness's passion has always lied within the sport of field hockey.
She came in as a freshman and she was so good. So we started the battle, JV, or varsity. She played center forward, center mid, and wherever I needed her, I put her. She was gung-ho to the goal. She was fast as lightning, no one to get in her way. Just an awesome person, and of course, that huge smile.
Ness's love for the sport continued on through college, and before she knew it, she was teaching her own team. Not only did she coach the middle school team, but assisted with the high school as well. She devoted her time and effort into these young women to share the skills she had acquired over the years.
Just seeing Carrie and the way she interacted with the players and the way she talked about the sport and taught the sport, you just couldn't help but fall in love with it.
But at the age of 27, she was challenged by an opponent no one was prepared for: cervical cancer.
When I found out that Carrie had cancer, I was just completely shocked because she is such a healthy person, so active, that it just doesn't seem like it was even real.
Carrie fought cancer with the same fire and passion she brought to the field, and after endless days of battling for each passing day, the doctors had told her she only had 1 year left to live. But with a smile on her face, she faced the path that God had chosen for her and lived every day to the fullest, still attending every game she could and supporting her team as much as her team supported her.
So I met Carrie a couple of years ago when she was first diagnosed with cancer, and I took care of her for the entire time. She was one of the most memorable, or is one of the most memorable patients that I've had in my career in the past 12 years. And I think she has touched me in a way that not many patients have. She was such a strong, beautiful, determined individual. I think her strength is what carried her through the entire treatment. I just hope that somewhere along the line she knew how much she meant to me.
But on December 5th, 2010, at the age of 28, her life was taken by this dreadful disease.
It was Monday morning, and I was getting ready to leave the house to go to work, and the phone rang.
I was at work when that phone call came in.
And when he said that she was gone,
Carrie finally passed.
and I literally dropped down to my knees.
You can never fully prepare yourself for that situation at any time. Even though you knew that it was a long, long process for her to have to have gone through, there was a feeling of relief, and yet there was such a feeling of loss.
I just didn't know what to say, didn't know what to do.
This feeling that she didn't have to suffer anymore.
Then it really, really started to sink in that this was finally it.
Everyone misses Carrie dearly, but the legacy of her generosity will live on through the lives she has impacted. You know that one person in your life you can always trust? The one person you know you can rely on forever? Who has a bad day, but no matter what, you can't wipe that smile away? That was Carrie. She was the most beautiful person inside and out. She was not only my cousin, but she was my best friend and my big sister.
Carrie was a very honest person, a very caring person. She had a big heart.
She was very outgoing and always knew the right thing to say.
It was like the life of the party all the time.
Well, she was just absolutely the best cousin ever.
Throughout everything, Carrie always had the hugest heart.
She was always more concerned about her team and her teammates than she was about herself.
She was really loud. She's probably the loudest of the family.
Carrie always had a really good sense of humor.
Carrie was definitely one of the strongest people I knew.
One of those kids that made me always feel that she was making the best out of every moment in her life.
She was always upbeat and positive. She was just like the kind of person you want to be around and surround yourself with.
She was bubbly. She was very athletic, competitive.
It's just a huge inspiration for me, and it's changed me completely to understand understand what is important in life and what's not important in life.